Welcome to Late Night Apps TV. It's, uh, it's several months later. What have I been doing? Uh, well, I don't know. The pandemic wrapped up. Nobody needs to hear about that. Uh, do you? Huh. So do cars? That is. Here. I wonder if you guys hear that. You know when your stomach rumbles? That's what it sounds like. It sounds like it's like over. That cannot be good. That's me. Okay, well that got me distracted. Dexter, go buddy. It's too hot in here anyway. Dexter. Come on. Alright, this is the Late Night Apps here. Late Night Apps TV. Alright, this is the Late Night Apps here on Late Night Apps TV. It's May 19th. May I ask? Dexter? I don't know how well this is gonna work out. There is a, fuck. There's a wasp. Where's my key? I can't believe this. Where's my key? Oh. So this happens a lot. And I think it's because I think it's because I park by the trees, and I like to see the birds in the morning. I've noticed cardinals, which is also my favorite pizza place in North Lewisburg, Ohio. Not that like people probably think of another one. I can't think of another North Lewisburg. There's stuff like that. I know there's lots of Springfields. We have a New California. And let me tell you, it is not anything like California. I've never been there, but I'm assuming it's nothing like California. So as you can see, I usually been going to the groomers. The fucking groomers. And then, here's the thing. I've been trimming them up because, it's like Dwight says on The Office. He's like, why pay somebody for something I could do myself? And it's very true. It don't make sense. So I gotta open this again. Get the battery thing to go off. Hopefully no more bees come in. If I had to pick a bee, I like the fluffy bumblebees. Oh yeah, cincadas are coming. Cincadas. Do 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 cicadas. Do Cincadas. Do, 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 do. I hate to do it again. I'm sorry, but I gotta roll every window down. And I'm gonna just turn it. There we go. I was doing that. But yeah, cicadas are coming. It's finally getting warm. So I do look forward to that. Now, as you notice, I'm trying a new setup. Because it's a lot easier. Honestly, I guess, honestly, it's just a lot easier to freely talk out here because of my living situation. I don't know how to explain it without. It's it's pretty much like, yeah, just like opposite views. And if I talk about anything, then it's just like blaring right, and it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's making people hate me here, but I don't know. It's like, look, it's like people treat me. I notice like this. So for whatever reason, people. I think maybe I'm projecting this feeling from my family to this. But I feel like where I go, this is like a pretty conservative, like Trump, guy town. I never want to say that guy's name, but I mean, he was a president, so I mean, a lot of stuff happened during that, and yeah, I mean, I feel like I feel like this town looks at me and thinks I'm some fucking liberal, and it's like, look, I really don't care about that kind of stuff. I mean, I'd say I'd say most of my like viewpoints, I don't know. I guess more liberal, but I'm sure as fuck not like I don't get how that works. So like it's like pick a side and then you just have to agree with everything they say. But what if it's not right on that side and then the other side's right sometimes? And it's like that's kind of the problem. Like, yeah, I mean sometimes it's just like people are just people, and I think things are so weird right now. I'm 27, basically meaning I've been an adult for 9 years. I've been an adult for 9 years, so I really haven't, I guess, experienced because when you're young, I didn't give a fuck about really that kind of stuff. When I was younger, I mean, I didn't know the fucking difference. I remember asking a teacher, like, what is a Democrat, what is a Republican, like, and I mean, I was in like 7th grade, but I didn't get it. I don't know if she just didn't explain it well, or if it's just, or if it just truly doesn't make sense. I mean, I think it truly don't make sense because I don't get how you can like, I don't know. I don't want to talk about this. That's the shit I've been talking shit about Seth Meyers for. So here's the thing. That is the other dog we have that is chasing something. Probably the cat. There's cats that hang in there or something. But yeah. Okay. So first of all, Seth Meyers. Oh wow. He brought the birds out. See, this is why I sit over here. You can't really. I'll show the whole setup at some point. I have a little area. Uh, but yeah, Seth Meyers takes late night and fucking basically for 5 years. He got in 2013 and maybe 14. I think 2000. Yeah, it's 2013 because Jimmy Fallon started in 2013 on the Tonight Show. And then probably a year before the election, they probably talk about it. So that was 2016. So probably about 6 years, late night has been uh, just a political. It's just like that's the whole show. That's what make. They started doing a closer look, and honestly, a lot of people watch it, and I was actually watching it for a while, but because it is funny. You gotta laugh at all the weird, chaotic stuff that happened. I mean, it's and know the truth because the simple truth I will sponsor. But yeah, I mean, uh, shit. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't want to. I don't care what. Like, I agree with most of the stuff he says. Like, I think it's funny. And, you know, it can be funny. But that's the thing, okay? People. People are gonna want. People watch late night television to kind of just laugh and not think about how fucked up everything is. Like, and everybody's saying it now too. Uh, everybody's saying the Tonight Show's dead. People are saying late night TV's dead in general. People are saying TV is dead, and comedy TV, like network TV, pretty much. NBC's been fucked up for a while. Superstore was just the retail office. Props to saving Brooklyn 99, but they didn't. I wonder if I wonder if he's the one that pitched it, but probably. But I wonder why he didn't pitch it to him, or if he pitched it to NBC. And him being SNL alum, I'm surprised they didn't like that show first. But yeah, I mean, it was on Fox, and then they saved it, and I honestly have not seen any of the NBC ones. I mean, I'm assuming it's the same quality, really. But yeah, I mean, remember animation domination on Sundays? I don't know if Fox still does that, but it's probably not the same. Because it used to be, well, yeah, Family Guy, and then, or no, American Dad, and his Family Guy, then the Cleveland Show, which I was always, about the Cleveland Show. American Dad, I do like that. Roger, best character. Um, and yeah, Family Guy, uh, definitely the best one, the funniest one. The Simpsons, how could I forget that? Yeah, see, when I was in probably like middle school, uh, that's when Family Guy, I think, I mean, everybody, it was Family Guy, Family Guy, everybody loved Family Guy. And I was watching The Simpsons. I had a, it's basically like, I was just watching The Simpsons and having a MySpace, and then bam, it's like next, you just eventually, you get a Facebook and you start watching Family Guy. You just gotta, I mean, times changing. That's the thing though. The thing is, you get older, it's harder and harder to accept things change. You know, because I'm only 27, but, you know, if some like, if some like 20-year-old heard me talking about that, like, they have no idea what TV, like, did they ever, well, I don't know. I guess when they were very little, but I mean, are they just used to streaming, or what generation, or where does it cut off, like they don't watch TV no more? And why? And how do you get them to watch TV? You know what I think would help? Uh, well, first of all, if they allowed cursing, you know, the bleep is underrated. Well, sometimes, I don't know. It depends on the situation. Sometimes the beep, yeah, sometimes the beep is actually funnier. Dexter, yeah, we're about to have, someone's pulling in. And, usually, sorry about that. Usually, Dexter is very, 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 very alert, which as is good and as bad. But yeah, I mean, when, by the way, I really like this orange new can, and thank you for making a new can, Monster. Yeah, that goes perfect too. Like, stuck in with like change in times. Like, all right, so bang is like the new energy, right? But I still have that loyalty to like Monster, and I appreciate that they didn't go up on the caffeine. I think it's 160. See, yeah, it's hard to accept things changing, like, from one world that you knew, and you feel like you're a part of it, and then one day it just feels like, holy shit, like, I I feel I feel like I'm old, basically, is what I'm saying. Like nobody cares about TV anymore. And my dream, you know, I don't. If I was to ever get a TV show or a talk show or a late night show, I would not feel as great if it was on a streaming service. Now, am I saying like no to any stream platforms? Not at all. Because, I mean, to even have a successful, like truly successful show, comedy show, and that's the craziest part. The these shows, I mean, they're just not. I heard somebody say. That. Okay, so younger people's attention span is so short that these writers, when they're making these shows, they have to be like boom, 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 boom with the jokes to keep. They think they have to do that. I mean, to keep a younger demographic. But what happened to just what what happened to just sorry, there's a lot of distractions. That's why I can't, do that in the first place out here. This is my peaceful zone. But yeah, you've got to be kidding me. Dexter. Dexter. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to get. But yeah, these shows have to keep younger demographics, so they're making these jokes, just writing like has to be hit, bam, 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 bam. But what happened to a story? What happened to a story and like appreciating the writing and like I remember one of the hardest I've ever laughed at a TV show was something from Seinfeld, actually, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something that was so subtle. It was like a build up the whole show. The first, yeah, it was like some like little, they sprinkle in, and then at the end it's like the punchline. I forget what it was. But yeah, I mean, to actually see a show on TV that's actually funny, like, I mean, it's very rare, and it's getting more and more rare. It's getting more and more rare. And that's the thing, like, there's certain shows that have made me laugh. Like, a lot of TV shows will make you just go, huh. But The Office is one of the only shows that I really, really, really like. I've just like laughed and thought about like actual, like, damn, that's fucking hilarious, And I did Parks and Rec too, I would say. I laughed at Parks and Rec, like really laughed. The Big Bang Theory, honestly. Which people talk shit about the laugh track on there. But I think it fits the show, Because I do like a lot of those shows where It's no laugh track. And it's no laugh track, and it's kind of like I guess they call it a mockumentary, right? Mockumentary. And I love that. And if I was ever gonna make like a show, I would absolutely want it to be like that. Like single camera, probably no laugh track, but maybe. I don't know. It just fits in certain things. Everybody loves Raymond. That one. I mean, that's very like uh, I guess like nostalgic to my childhood. Uh, 2.5 Men, and I'm just naming like network shows. And by the way, Pete Holmes, you're my favorite comedian, but man, like, uh, I gotta say, if I'm just being honest, I wasn't too sure about Crashing. Uh, I was particularly not into the third season, the final season. I mean, I became a fan of Pete from the Pete Holmes show on TBS. It aired right after Conan, and uh, that was like Conan. It's like the guy Conan put up to like have a show after. So Conan believed in him, and that's yeah. Guess what? Pete signed. Pete is the lead of a pilot for CBS right now. So it's good to see. But yeah, this is another thing. I've been trying to find this for a while. His audiobook is look. I can't. I can't read a book. I can sit there and fucking read the words, but it's not gonna. It's not gonna like. Uh, it's not going to like make. I'm not gonna remember it first of all, because I think when I read, I'm so focused on reading. I'm like reading. I don't know how to explain it. I'm just like thinking about I'm reading, and I'm like not really thinking about what I'm reading. I'm just looking at a word like, okay, I said that one, that one, that one, that one. But I'm not putting it. I'm not putting it to like to make sense in my head, and that's the thing about school. 90% of it's learning on paper and reading, you know. And I forget her name. She was very old, and I didn't even realize at the time how much like I should have appreciated a teacher like that. It was it was Mrs. B something. She was an old lady, and you wouldn't you wouldn't look at her and think like, oh wow, I bet she's fun, like a fun teacher. But she just, I had so much fun. She had just hands-on learning and like interactive and I don't know. I just remember it always being very fun because yeah, history's definitely my favorite class and yeah, I mean that's the thing about you know reading stuff and comprehending it. So anyway, audiobooks are my vibe. And I really, really, really like Sir Silverman's audiobook. And I don't know if I had any part in this, but I tweeted at Sarah several fucking times. I said, start a podcast, start a podcast, start a podcast. And she did. And I probably had nothing to do with that. But yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not talking shit, but if Whitney Cummings can have a podcast, then Sarah Silverman can have uh, a better one. But and that's another thing. Oh boy! All right, ring the bell. Guess what? So Ellen's gone, and she actually said goodbye herself. Well, sort of. People found out that when she says "be kind" to everybody, that she might be the kind of people that don't work for you, and when you're not on camera. And let me tell you, I don't have some fucking like six lisp guy here trying to say this. Sixth sense, sixth sense, sixth sense. Yeah, maybe that's why I don't think I've ever seen that movie. I saw Sixth Sense. Six. What am I even saying now? Six. The Sixth Sense. Six. 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 I don't know. Sixth Sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like I can tell. I feel like I have like a heart rate. And I feel like I can sense, like if you're being fake nice or doing it from your heart or doing it but like yeah, I mean everybody says she's me very mean, and I totally believe it. I totally get it. And I noticed, I seen at the end of her show, she stopped saying "be kind." Well, she said it, but she said it differently. But I think she's like, all right, I can't fool no one now. Just I'll be out of here in a year. That's basically it. But here's my prediction. Here's my prediction. Whoever's NBC's next fucking woke ass uh, 3 p.m. host, whoever it is, I feel like we're gonna miss out eventually. And 10 years from now, I guarantee you, we will be like, Ellen wasn't that nice. Now, I think you have to go back a little bit. Because maybe she kind of turned into this. But there was a certain point where during Kanye's like 808s and Heartbreak era, when he had that little puffy like square poof right here, which I thought was very interesting. But he would only accept an interview from Ellen. He only went on her show because he trusted her. And yeah, I mean, she is funny. That's the thing. She is funny. I think more, maybe less as of recent. But I don't know. If you go years back in her, like, I mean, I think it was, I mean, I remember when my mom being obsessed with Oprah, and Ellen was like the funner Oprah. Because Oprah talks about some real shit. And I respect Oprah. Uh, I mean, she knew she fucking got it with that uh, Meghan Markle and stuff interview. And that stuff is so. It's kind of fun for us. Because, like, I guarantee you, British people, they laugh at our bullshit. And we laugh at theirs. But that's the thing about us in Britain. We had a little issue. Us in Britain, we had a little thing going back then, and we decided like, hey, we just found. Imagine that. Imagine you think that the UK or England or whatever it is. Imagine if that, like, a time in the world where they did not know anything was else that was over there, and they're just like, we got this fucking nice ocean little spot up here, and then, yeah, I mean, some guy. See, who was the original guy though? Because I get that, I get that, I know it's not really Christopher Columbus, but that's who came here. Yes. And yeah, he may not have been a good guy, but he was the first, like, he was the first, like, start of America here, I guess. But that's my question. Who was here before? Because I know it's like Native Americans, but before that, what? Like nobody? So who found it? And it's not finders keepers. We're a melting pot, okay? And right now, we're like a melting pot that's like the heat's off. We gotta turn the heat up, mix the shit, and figure out what's going on. Cause wow, yeah, things are very divided by race, politics, and that's the thing about all the race stuff. Like, it almost feels like it divides a lot of it more than it even unites. Like, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I know a million people probably said this, but the divided states of America sounds like us. Hey, shout out to the fact that I don't even know. Well, I bought one of those little lighters that like have a little candle. I could probably keep this going, or it's gonna not talk. Alright, we're good. But yeah, I bought one of those little candle lighters that have the little like thing sticking up. It's been very nice, cause I be trying to. We trying to like put a fucking candle on it. I found an orange dreamsicle candle. I got a guardian angel candle. Because a lot of times, yeah, that's the thing. If you have a candle and it starts getting waxy, and then you move the wax, yeah, it puts the candle out, and then you can't light the candle because it's at an angle. So when you do that, it burns. You have to put your finger in there, depending on how low the candle is. And and yeah, I mean, it's really helpful, but Even some of the longer candles they can't get. Because, but I found a trick. Just take a little toothpick, light the top candle, toothpick in the top candle, and then you just drop it in. But yeah. Well, J. Cole dropped. Uh, J. Cole dropped the offseason. And it's been the pump up album of the summer. I kind of contribute a lot of ambition I've gotten recently from just, well, his album is a lot of knowledge, and it's good stuff to hear at the start of the summer because this is go time. Go time. It's summertime, and you know, everybody gotta stay strong. I don't know. The world is odd, and I hope we have a lot more good, positive, like music coming out for the summer. Fun stuff too. But yeah, that's the fun thing. We'll get to find out what's gonna be the song of the summer. I gotta say, I hope that fucking driver's license song dies down, because if that's like big over summer, it's just like, how is that fun song? Like, how is that fun? And who cares? Like, she's like fucking like, like, is she even fucking graduate high school yet? Like, talking about like, she got her driver's license. Like, I mean, I got my driver's license a long time ago too, and I mean, it's not a big deal. But I know what she's saying, but it's like, fuck, like, you're fucking 17, like calm down. But I get it, it's a song, but uh, but yeah, I mean, I just don't get. It's like a horror, which, by the way, I think I called horror movies until, I don't know, till like middle school. Horror. I thought it was horror. Like, I knew it was HO, horror, but I didn't know it was. You don't say like horror, horror. It's just like coming out with a horror movie. Uh, any other time of the year other than October. Because I mean, I'm not trying to be scared during the summer, and I'm not gonna be scared during like Thanksgiving and Christmas. I mean, I don't even add up at all. So the only time to watch a scary movie is pretty much October. That's my only window for scary. I don't like scary movies really. Uh, I like comedy and action really, and thrillers. Yeah, I caught up on a lot of uh, like I seen Split before. So wait. Is that what yeah. I seen Split first, and know I didn't know they were all connected, honestly. So I watched Unbreakable, and then I seen Glass, and then Shyamalan, uh, and what else? I watched a ton of Leo movies. Leo is the, like, undeniable. I mean, Titanic is like, has always been. Uh, Titanic and Lion King will always probably be my favorites. And I never really branched out too much on Leo, but I think I never branched out a lot on any actor. I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, I like Jesse Eisenberg. I still do, but I haven't seen him in something for a while. Will Smith was one of my favorites for a while, but I don't know, not recently. So I guess it just goes over time, and I just haven't like followed anybody really for a while like that. But I watched a lot of Leo movies, a lot of Tom Hanks. Catch Me If You Can, that's a great one. I've seen The Revenant finally, thanks to the library. Shout out to the fucking library. You can also rent on YouTube and stuff, which I like the DVD more because it's very, very picture clear. It pisses me off if you try to buy a movie or rent a movie and then the shit's all glitchy and shit. It's like, fuck. I've literally rented a movie before and literally watched pixels, and I'm just like, well, paid for it because they only give you 48 hours and then the rental's gone. It's like, Alright, well, this is the late night ops, and we're doing a card pod. Okay, call it the late night ops. Undercover. I don't know. Should I put my voice in the fucking? No, I mean it's just some kind of concept, I guess. I mean, but yeah, I mean, you know how they do those interviews with the cops, so it's kind of the idea of the podcast. Because hey, who needs another guy in a room at a desk with a map behind him? So I don't know. Thanks J. Cole for the Summer Ambition. And yeah, it's a cold world and it's a cold world, but we gotta stay strong. Duck the cicadas, you know. Duck down. When you know, you might have to, but just get around them. You know, cicadas are coming. The cicadas are coming. Cicadas. And that's the thing. If I'm doing a pod out here with during the cicada times, whew, I knock my fucking camera off. Alright, well, this is the late night ops here on Late Night Ops. And the ops don't stop. The ops has to take care of his like mental and also his money, and you know, manage his life. But the ops doesn't stop, and the ops is back. All right. I've been waiting for the summer. I got ideas. I got a table. I got a whole thing set up out here. So, gonna consider different parts of this being a segment, that being a segment, different stuff, you know. But yeah, the odds don't stop. And yeah, thank you for watching. May 19th, 2021. Oh, son. So, I feel like the summer is just, I feel like it's just like learning a lot of discipline, basically. Disciplining myself on things. And that's just with a lot of things. And I think almost anybody could probably think of something like that, you know? So shout out to May. It's already May. It's gonna be May. And June 2nd, take the mask off. Fucking mask off. Wait, what did you say? Mask off. Fucking mask off. And then somebody up and tells you, goes, mask off. And you go, fucking mask off. And then they turn around and they go, hey, mask on. And you go, fuck it, mask on. And then when she turns around, you go, look at her ass, fuck it, mask off. You know what's funny is I've been going, so honestly, I'm fully vaccinated. And honestly, I've been going places without a face mask. And, you know, I have this huge anxiety about losing my card. Because you have no way, there's no way else to even prove it, I don't think. Unless they have, like, I think they're doing a phone app, or maybe they do have that. I might have to do it. I've been stressing about that, and I don't want to lose it, but I also don't want to keep it here, because I would love somebody to fucking, like, you know, and I'll be like, you know, I got a card, but it's still actually not even July 2nd yet. So I will respect certain businesses. I got Chipotle. I've done it for probably 4 or 5 days now, no mask, and I haven't had any issue. Nobody said nothing, but when I went to Chipotle, I thought like all these people were probably gonna be like that. Not to be like that, but they're, you know. And I thought maybe I should put it on, but I'm just like, fuck it. I'm literally just going to grab it, and that's it. You know, it's paid for on the app. And then I'm sitting there, you know, it says promised at 6:30, and I walk in there at 6:30. Promised. This says promised, and I didn't even ask them to promise me. And if you listen to Drew Hill, you know that you never make a promise that you can't keep. Shout out to Jazz. I feel bad because one time I made kind of a joke about, not even a joke, basically just a comment about, hey, Jazz looks fucking huge, like in the 11D video. I'm just like, what is going on? Like, and I remember, I think they deleted it or something like that, or I don't know. I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry. So Jazz, I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry. Like, Drew Hill. I mean, you can't beat Drew Hill with just Cisco, even though he is a big part of it. But man, I miss R&B groups. Hey, if you can sing, I'll be your Diddy. You know, I'll get a toothpick. I got the hat. Uh, yeah, we need R&B groups to come back. All right, Diddy, making the band 5, and don't be some like woke like thing like, oh, we did a man, we did a women's, now we got to do a fucking like transvestite fucking making the band. Like, just do a men's R&B group, okay? Please. So that's pretty much my gist of the day. My jizz of the day. Alright? So, shout out to the summer. Shout out to J. Cole. Shout out to, hope we hear from Kanye soon. Shout out to Frank Ocean. You went ghost, but hopefully you'll come back. Maybe this summer. Very summery music. So that'd be nice. But yeah, I'm looking forward to just seeing, you know, every day is something. It's just like, holy shit, you know? Life is like, what the fuck a lot of times, but you just gotta wake up and be like, no matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. And I do too. You know? Alright. This is the Late Night Ops TV. Late Night Ops. I don't even know what you want to call it now. I haven't done this for a while. I think I changed it to Ops Nightly. Yeah, follow Ops Nightly. Late Night Ops TV is the main. Subscribe to the YouTube right here. This is Aaron Jacobson, the Late Night Ops. And I'll see you.